Okay, guys, we are back with another video on the channel. I think this is like my fourth video on the channel. It's been doing a little good. Got like 30 views on like the first or like the third video, which is actually good for like just starting. You know, I'm on my first three videos. I like started on New Year's Eve was my first video. I'm just trying to blow up this channel to share my love for Marvel and superheroes and media in general. It's mostly gonna be about Marvel. I would say around superheroes because like if DC was good, I would be making mad content about DC. But DC right now, bro, James Gunn, like I like you, but Superman was mid. Bro. At first I was glazing, and then when I actually wait and realize I'm gonna have to rewatch the movie, but um, it's not really as good as I thought it was gonna be. But I am sharing my list of Marvel movies, and I know some people won't agree like at all. I have some crazy hot takes, but I do think that my list is way better than Varieties. My list is way better than Varieties. I think a lot of people would agree with this one, obviously more than I would even say a lot. I think everybody would agree with mine over Varieties. But I do think I have a pretty solid list, but a lot of people won't agree. But let's just stop the yap and get to the list. So we're gonna go with this one right here, which is the bottom of the barrel. You can see 49. I didn't add X-Men 97, which Variety did. I mean, this is also old news, by the way. Variety been done this list a long time ago, but I'm just talking about it because like that was one of the worst lists I've ever seen in my life. But not including X-Men. I'm not including Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Just stuff that are in the MCU. Just MCU, bro. Just MCU. Live action. No animated shows. Not What If. Just the actual stuff. So let's go with the worst show. I can zoom in. Perfect. The worst show I think is Echo. Echo is the worst show. And I'm gonna give an explanation, but there's a lot, so I'm gonna really just tone this down like for 2 seconds because I'm not really trying to make this video like hours long. But I do think Echo is the worst thing. I would put She-Hulk over Ironheart and Echo, but I do think She-Hulk was horrible. The script horrible. They nerfed Hulk again. They kept nerfing him. They kept trying to make She-Hulk stronger. There was not even one solid villain. They ruined Abomination again. They already ruined him enough in Shang-Chi. I think they just put him all the way down now. He's trash. But I do think it's more entertaining for sure than Ironheart and Echo, which is why I'm doing it. Like these have, I think the story wise, this one actually tries to take the story serious. This one just tries to be like a Deadpool, like fourth wall breaking, but it's just not funny. I don't like Shield at all. I don't think I laughed one time. And then when they were twerking, it's just like I don't know, bro. It's like that's not what Marvel's about. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they ruined it. So I do think Echo's the worst though because She-Hulk was so bad, but I was at least able to watch She-Hulk and be a little bit entertained. Like at least seeing the character Green. Like Green is a bright color. You at least get amused to it. I know it has nothing to do with anything, but I'm just saying like I feel like Echo's so dull. I was so bored. Like She-Hulk, I wasn't really bored. It was just so disgustingly like bad. It was horrible. It was really bad. But I think Echo is the worst show ever. Ironheart was so bad. Ironheart, I'm not even gonna do too much on the bad stuff. I want to get to the peak stuff. All right, I don't want to really like explain. I have like 50 of these, so as I said, I'm trying to make it fast. But Echo, worst. Ironheart, second to worst. I watched it. It is better than I thought it was gonna be. When I watched the trailers, I'm like, this is gonna be just a woke fest, and it really was a woke fest. But it was okay, bro. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. But Ironheart was pretty horrible. She-Hulk, yeah, we already talked about She-Hulk. I do think it's more entertaining than these. Agatha All Along. I never watched Agatha All Along, but I'm still ranking everything even if I didn't watch them. I just know it's horrible, so I'm just gonna put a 46. I don't care what you say. Oh, you never watched? Nah, it's horrible, bro. The Marvels, the movie was so horrible. Yo, me and my friend went to go watch the movie, right? And we did nothing but just fool around in the movies. I didn't even pay attention to the movie. The only thing I paid attention to was the W post credit scene that actually boosted the movie up. Kelsey Grammer as the Beast. That was fire. That was the only good thing about that movie, bro. The post credit scene. And then after that, Thor: Love and Thunder. Thor: Love and Thunder was horrible, but I do think, and I also while I'm doing the list, like if I now I'm actually focused. I was doing this last night, but now I'm actually focused. I might switch some stuff. I do think Thor: Love and Thunder is actually better than Secret Invasion. Let me actually change that. Let me change that right now. There's a screenshot, so I can't change it on here, but as you can see, bro, I got the list. And I am gonna put Thor: Love and Thunder above Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion was horrible. Uh, Secret Invasion, Thor, Love and Thunder. I already fixed a bunch of stuff yesterday though, so I don't think I'm gonna fix any more stuff. But yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay. Okay, so I just fixed it on my phone. Thor: Love and Thunder is right here, and Secret Invasion is right here. Secret Invasion was so horrible. I thought it was gonna be a good show. That was back then where like they're Marvel's like, okay, like we have too much jokey shows. Let's just make it serious. So when people are watching the trailer, like, oh, this is gonna be good. But just because it's serious and dark doesn't make it good. It's trash. The plot was horrible. They killed off that one girl who's in Avengers one. She's like an OG Shield agent. I forgot her name. I think Marie or something like that. I forgot. But they killed her off. Apparently, Rhodey wasn't the actual Rhodey the whole time, which was a theory, but it's such a horrible theory because that means he doesn't know what happened in the event of Captain America Civil War. He doesn't know what happens after that. He doesn't know about the snap. He doesn't know that Iron Man died. He doesn't know that Captain America's gone. He doesn't know Sam's turned to Captain America. So there's just so much he missed on and it just ruins everything. Eternals, I never watched Eternals, but I heard it was bad. I do think Eternals is probably better than Thor: Love and Thunder. Or should I put it up? I don't know. I don't know. Captain Marvel. I don't think Captain Marvel was that. I never really watched it to be honest. But as I said, I'm including stuff I never watched. Bro, I'm not. I have to do it, bro. I have to do. And this list might change when Spider-Man: Brand New Day comes out and Doomsday. I really do think Doomsday, bro. It has to. It might top Civil War because I just gave a spoiler, but like you'll see, you'll see. But Eternals, I don't think it's. Yeah, I think it's still better than Love and Thunder. Not gonna lie, but Captain Marvel, I do think Captain Marvel's better. Miss Marvel, it was okay, bro. I really do think Miss Marvel's okay. I actually watched it. It wasn't even that bad, but I just don't like the TV shows. I think the movies was what was making Marvel peak, and they actually took the time and fucking effort to do it. But let's move up a little bit. Oh shit. Okay. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. The movie wasn't that good. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. But I can still say movie's ass. So like it's horrible. It's not. It's like it's okay, bro. It's like not even that good. Black Widow. It was pretty good. I watched it in the movie theater. I thought it was gonna be peak. It really wasn't that good. And it was after she died. So bro, my brain was tricking me. I'm overthinking that she's still alive, but I keep forgetting it's a prequel movie. But I have to put that in my head. So it's like it's hard to explain. But Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness wasn't even that bad. Hold on. Why did I put it under Ant-Man Quantumania? Multiverse of Madness was way better. Hold on. Let me change that. Look, see, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to change a bunch of stuff. I wasn't really like paying attention. I was like speedrunning this last night. These long ass titles too. Like I have to type all this. Okay. I'm almost finished. Okay. I actually don't even think Multiverse of Madness was that bad. Why is it so low? What was I doing? I do think it's way better than Moon Knight. Like way better. Like it's not even funny. Okay, so I'm gonna just keep it. But I moved Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness above Ant Man, and Ant Man went down here. Doctor Strange probably goes above Captain America: Brave New World. I think honestly it goes above. It goes under Thunderbolts. Nah, it probably goes under Shang Chi, bro. I'm not even like I'm putting it under Shang Chi, bro. Under Shang Chi for sure. Yeah, okay, I changed it. Okay, I skipped Multiverse of Madness all the way under Shang. No, on top of Shang Chi. I like Multiverse of Madness way more. I do think the cameos also bring it up, so that also is a factor to it. It's part of the movie, so you already know. Okay, so what's next? Moon Knight. It was mid. Moon Knight wasn't even that good. It was way overhyped. Way overhyped, bro. I remember seeing TikToks. Everyone was glazing, bro. Moon Knight was not that good, bro. Hawkeye wasn't that good. Loki season 2 I didn't watch, but I know it's probably not that good. I know I sound so stupid to try to predict what it is, but other reviewers have like almost the same taste as me, and I watch them, so I like put it together, and then I see some clips, so I'm like, what I think this is gonna be like. So that's how I know. Like I've seen almost every single clip of every single project from the MCU. I just had never. There's some I never watched, but I've seen every single, at least like a clip of it. WandaVision. WandaVision wasn't even that good, but I do think it was actually like probably one of the best from the shows at least. WandaVision and Loki were the best from the shows because they took the time to do it. This is like a product of Rushness, Echo, Ironheart, She-Hulk. This is like, but I don't even say Rush. It's just woke. Bro, She-Hulk, they were twerking, they were doing dumb stuff. They're trying to make her stronger than the actual Hulk. She was singing, "Oh, you don't go through it much, bro." He tried to like he literally in the first Avengers he mentioned him like trying to, because he was so like traumatized or whatever. So how is she gonna say she goes through more? Ironheart had some weird ass characters, and Echo was just, the plot was so boring. They beat Kingpin. It's just like, bro, I don't know why they do this, bro. Marvel's, oh my gosh. Okay, all right, let me just switch my mind. Bro, me surprisingly, I actually like fucking the Winter Soldier. A lot of people hate on it. I do think the show is fire. I don't know why. Thunderbolts is pretty good. I watched in the theaters, but bro, compared to everything in front of it, I do think everything in front of it is better. Daredevil Born Again season 1, it was okay. It was good. I never watched the original Daredevil, but I'm actually thinking of doing it because I actually want to watch it. I never watched it before. Shang-Chi, I didn't think it was that good. I think it's overly glazed. I do think Ant-Man and the Wasp is better. Um, and Thor, okay, this is where we get to good. Okay, like after Shang-Chi, we go to good movies because Shang-Chi was not that good to me. Like, I do think it was a pretty mid movie. It was mid. It wasn't that bad. I do think Ant-Man and the Wasp is better. I probably gonna get hate for that, but I do think Ant-Man and the Wasp is better for sure. Thor, Spider-Man Far From Home, Iron Man 3. Let's just go to the other one because like it's starting to fade, but you can see Guardians of the Galaxy 2, for sure. Okay. Now let's go to the next one and let's go. Okay. This is where we started off. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I do think it was a mid movie. Thor is way better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. I don't think I never watched Thor, but I'd probably know. Like Ant-Man and Wasp wasn't even that bad. It was a calm heist movie. The only horrible one I think was the third one. But even the first Ant-Man was so good to me. I don't know, like the origin movie, like the OG, like 2016, like 2010 era origin movies for Marvel were so good. Like they're perfect. They were just calm, clean movies. They're not multiversal like movies. They're just, it was like Iron Man. It was like a clean slate, beginning to end. A calm villain that they beat at the end. Bald, is stuff, bro. Spider-Man Far From Home. I really like that. It was okay movie, bro. I didn't really like it, but this is where we get to good movie. So all these I don't hate. Like I will actually watch these again. Iron Man 3 was tough. I don't know what the hate is with Iron Man 3. I actually don't know. Iron Man 3 was tough. Fantastic Four, First Steps. I do think Fantastic Four First Steps. It was actually a good movie. It was a good movie. It was way better than Thunderbolts. My experience with Thunderbolts was better because I watched it in IMAX. It was my birthday. Good vibes. But in general, I do think Fantastic Four is the better movie. So I put it on 21. Now we're getting to top 20 movies. Top 20 movies. Here's where we get to like the good. Like see, the Ragnarok, Homecoming, Guardians 3. This is where we get to good shit. Okay, Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I already, yeah, I don't really remember that movie. I watched. I don't remember me even liking it like that. So yeah, Doctor Strange, the first one. Look, see, this is what I'm talking about. The clean origin movies, bro. The clean origin movies. Um, those are movies that were just clean. It was like Iron Man 1. He was a rich guy. He was a jackass. Then he went to the cave, and then he came out of the cave. He turned mature. He saved a bunch of people. Yeah, it's a clean movie. No multiverse stuff. No big Thanos level threat. It's just a clean origin movie with a normal villain, bro. Same with Black Panther. Black Panther was okay, bro. I think it was glazed too hard. It was such a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but I think it was glazed. It was way people think it was way too better than I actually thought it was. It was not that good. The best Black Panther we've ever seen was Civil War, bro. Civil War was the best Black Panther we ever seen. There's a bunch of other stuff like Infinity War. He was so good in it. Endgame, he was good a little bit. He was barely even in it. He was like at the end. But the best thing that we've ever gotten from Black Panther is Civil War. I don't care. For most characters, that's what I think we got the best. But Iron Man 2 was way overhated, bro. I think Iron Man 2 is better than Black Panther, bro. Is that crazy to say? I think Iron Man 2 is way better than Black Panther. Actually, yo, I'm about to change that. I'm gonna have to change that, bro. Do I believe that? Nah, 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 nah. Let me change that. Let me change that. Let me change that. Let me change that. Okay. And guys, this is my list. So this is what I believe. You're probably not gonna agree with me on a lot of these. I'm not gonna lie. I do have a bunch of hot takes, but I did change it. So Black Panther is behind Ant Man. Iron Man 2 is Doctor Strange's place, and Doctor Strange is Black Panther's place now. So I just changed it. Um, and now we got Ant Man. Ant Man was such a good movie, bro. It reminded me of Iron Man 1, bro. It literally reminded me of Iron Man 1. They had a bald villain. He died at the end. Or yeah, we thought he died and he came back, bro. That was so stupid, bro. And then they showed his like ass cheeks, bro, and in Moto and like Quantumania. Like that was not funny. Like I don't like that type shit, bro. Okay, bro. We have Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That was a really good movie, really good movie. But I do think that Homecoming is better. I do think Thor Ragnarok is better. Like a lot of people would argue this is a bit way better than a lot of movies because you can see that I put a bunch of stuff that people wouldn't really like. But I don't care. I really don't care. Spider-Man Homecoming was pretty good. I do think the best we gotten for Spider-Man was Civil War. Same with Black Panther. The best we got with Black Panther was Civil War. I don't care if I'm glazing the movie. I've been talking about this all day. Civil War will stay my favorite MCU movie. I wouldn't say it's the best because I have to look at it in general, except for like also my opinion. Like my opinion, I do think is my favorite. The best, we'll get to that in a minute because we're really almost there. But Thor Ragnarok is better than Homecoming. I feel like Thor Ragnarok, Homecoming, Guardians 2, and Black Panther were on the same era. Like there's a certain era and all the movies just feel the same. Because like these are all leading to Infinity War. All the Ant-Man, Iron Man 3, they're whatever, Age of Ultron was all leading to Civil War. Like it's just like I don't know. It's like a certain vibe I actually like. But okay, Guardians of the Galaxy. The first movie was so fire. I do think that the Avengers was way better. The first one. I do think Incredible Hulk is better. Incredible Hulk is way better, bro. I love Incredible Hulk so much, bro. It's so OG to me. It's so I sound like such like a stupid ass like brain rot kid, but what is it? What is it? Nostalgic. Nostalgic to me, not OG. It's nostalgic. Edward Norton was pretty tough. Abomination was so fire, bro. If we could get that back, but it's not too late. It's not too late to change him. He could honestly turn to what he was in Incredible Hulk. I don't know. Whatever they did to him in She-Hulk, whatever they did to him in Shang-Chi. Can we just erase those movies, pretend they never existed? Like actually, I'm not, bro. That's so mad, bro. But Incredible Hulk, I do think it's better than all those movies. Um, Age of Ultron was so hated for why is it so hated? Oh yeah, you can see. Yeah. I ain't trying to spoil that. Why is Age of Ultron so hated though? I don't understand. The movie wasn't bad at all. I do think it was a normal movie, and people wanted Ultron to be this big threat. But if we're leading to Thanos, we can't have another Thanos. We can't have Ultron and Thanos at the same time. We only have to have one. So Ultron was destined to be like a normal one movie villain, bro. People want him to be some like crazy ass, but like then that would just ruin the whole like Thanos thing. But I do think he's coming back in Vision Quest apparently. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Please bring him back because I actually like Ultron. But we have Captain America, the first Avenger. Oh yeah, we're top 10 now. We're in top 10. Okay, so 10, Age of Ultron. 9, Captain America, the first Avenger. This movie was fire. This movie was calm. As I said, all the origin movies were probably the best, like one of the best movies coming out of like the MCU, bro. Avengers are fire, multiversal movies, whatever, they're fire. But the like origin movies were where it was at. That was like peak Marvel. Like oh my gosh, I miss those days. But we might get them back too. Russo brothers are back. Spider-Man Brand New Day is looking pretty good. My list might change. I do think Spider-Man Brand New Day might be a top 10. The trailer hasn't even come out yet. I seen a leak, but I do think it might be like a top 10 movie. The lowest it'll be is probably like behind Guardians of the Galaxy. Probably. I do think it might be better than Thor Ragnarok. People might get mad at me for even putting Thor Ragnarok this low, but like 13. Like this is top 15 movies, so these are everything I think is peak. But Deadpool Wolverine movie was fire. I actually like Deadpool Wolverine. Peak. Movie was tough. They showed a lot of cameos. They showed Hugh Jackman in his original suit, by the way. Like, bro, come on, comic accurate suit, bro, with the mask on at the end. That was pretty fun. I'm so mad they didn't like do that much time with it, but at least they showed at the end with the sleeves off. Like that was pretty peak. No Way Home. No Way Home was tough. I watched it in theaters. That was pretty fire. The fight with Goblin, he was punching him in the face, and Goblin was laughing. That was fire. We're about to get a top 5. Avengers Endgame. Fire movie. I love it so much. It's this high on the list, so I'm not hating on it at all. I just think the other movies ahead of it are way better. Avengers Endgame. Now let's just get a top 5, bro. Let's just get a top 5. Top five. My MCU list. Top five movies. Avengers Endgame was the last one. All right, now we're in top five. Okay. I'm gonna explain myself because a lot of people, bro. Iron Man is a top five movie. I don't care. That's the best origin movie ever created in the world. I don't care. Iron Man is the best origin movie ever created. Um, you could maybe argue Tobey Maguire Spider Man is the best origin movie ever. Actually, I wouldn't even be mad if you actually say that. Never mind. But I do think Iron Man is one of the best origin movies, not even in the MCU, but in the whole entire world. I do think it's one of the best origin movies. I love how we just skipped Winter Soldier. Let me talk about Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier was fire. Um, I actually rewatched the movie the other time, and it actually showed the file of Tony Stark's parents. So I never even noticed that, but it shows how Steve Rogers actually finds out about Iron Man's parents, like Winter Soldier and shit. So that was pretty fire. So yeah, Winter Soldier's top. Which was number five. Winter Soldier was a good ass movie. It's literally like Civil War is a sequel to it. Like these movies feel so much the same. Like I don't know. Like the timeline order shows that Winter Soldier takes place, Iron Man 3 takes place, whatever, and then Age of Ultron, and then after that, like Ant-Man and Civil War. But me personally, it feels like Winter Soldier takes place after Age of Ultron, and then it just leads into Civil War, does it not? Like I don't know. It feels like weird, but Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man, best origin movie. The Avengers, top three. The Avengers. Also, I'm putting these in top five because like think about it, bro. Not every event film, like crazy event movie, has to be in the top five. Like I know Variety's list back like 4 months ago. I think that's when they made the list. They put Endgame in top one for some reason. Maybe because they had every single MCU character in it. But I don't think that like event films, like just because it's an event film doesn't mean like it's fire. Like I do think Iron Man is better than Endgame. I do think The Avengers is better than Endgame. I do think Winter Soldier is better than Endgame. Like Iron Man being better than Endgame probably sounds crazy, but Endgame is still like six, bro. I don't hate the movie. The movie's fire. I'm just saying. But um yeah, Iron Man is number four. Like Robert Downey Jr. does such a good job, right? He's my goat, right? He's my goat. The Avengers, top three. The Avengers are that movie is so fire, bro. People would even probably even get mad at me for putting Winter Soldier at like number five, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's like some people think that's like a top three movie or top two, bro. But I do think I like Iron Man more than Winter Soldier. I do think Avengers is better than Winter Soldier. Um, then again, these are my favorite. Like, if I were to look at this in like a standpoint, I would put Infinity War front, Civil War third, Winter Soldier second, Endgame fourth. Like, I don't know, but this is my favorite. So, Avengers. First Avengers was so peak. That was the first time they all went to the same movie. I know we didn't get to see Edward Norton, so like that part probably felt weird when he got recasted, but it didn't. That's not the first time it happened. Rhodey got recasted too, so like whatever. But first Avengers, everyone were united. I like how since Black Widow and Hawkeye didn't get their own movies, they appeared in other movies like Iron Man 2, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Thor, so that they were already introduced, so that you could already get used to the characters, and they didn't just introduce them in Avengers, which is peak. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire. Top two. Okay, two Infinity War. Infinity War is probably one of the best movies. I could have, bro. Honestly, I was trying to think last night. I was like, bro, is Infinity War like number one or is Infinity War number two? But I do like Civil War way better. 'Cause I think that's like that has the best adaptations for almost half of the characters. But Avengers Infinity War, I do think is number two. I do think it's an amazing movie. The snap, the villain won. We low-key never seen the villain actually win. You can argue in the Dark Knight, you know what, Joker wins, whatever, because like whatever, bro, I forgot what even happens. I might have to rewatch that movie. That movie's fire, but Infinity War, the villain wins, whatever. It's crazy. All the superheroes unite. Like it's not like the Avengers were like, oh yeah, they unite. It's crazy. Like Guardians are in this. Doctor Strange, like bro, it's crazy. They add characters that we've never even seen. And then Endgame one ups that and brings Ant-Man and like all the other characters and like it's fire. I just like what they did with Hulk. Hulk getting his ass beat in the beginning, like to show off Thanos' power, that was peak. But like the fact that like Hulk was too scared to come out, bro, I don't know about that. Brand New Day might bring him back, bro. We're really getting to peak times. Like I do think 2026 is the new version of 2016, bro. Number one, Captain America: Civil War. This is the best movie to ever touch the MCU. The Captain America: Civil War. I'm gonna give reasons why because this is the best. Oh my gosh, let me just zoom in real quick. Okay, yeah, never mind. It's the max zoom in. But Captain America: Civil War, best movie ever created. Best Marvel movie ever created. And I'm saying actually not best Marvel movie ever created was Avengers: Infinity War. But my favorite is Civil War. I'm gonna tell you why. Captain America Civil War. You have okay. All right. This puts Captain America in a crazy ass position, right? He has to defend Wanda, who killed a bunch of other innocent people, because he can understand why General Ross gave the Sokovia. Of course, he can understand why he's on Wanda's side too. Whatever, but he also has to be on Bucky's side because they're trying to hunt him down, and then Captain America is trying to make him sign the Accord. So they're already battling, right? Then near the end, as soon as they thought they were gonna be friends again, yes, Rogers, you're right. Let's fight the super soldiers. They're all dead. They show the video of his parents. Then Captain America's in like a crazy ass situation. I do think he is in the wrong, bro. Why would you tell Captain America? But I mean, Iron Man, I meant. But he's in a crazy ass position. He's literally in the middle, bro. Like, you just watch your parents die, and the dude who killed your parents is standing right there. Like, I'm pretty sure if you told him like Hydro's controlling his mind, I don't think he's gonna care, bro. Like, the person who killed your mom is right there. He's like standing right in front of you, bro. But at the same time, Bucky can't do anything about it. Like, he doesn't want to become that. He was forced to do those dirty things. So like, it puts Captain America in a crazy ass position. But he obviously picks Bucky's side. I do think Iron Man won the fight. Just because someone got the last blow doesn't mean someone won the fight. Like, people only say that because Captain America was bashing his head with the shield, took his helmet off, and then bashed the arc reactor. But that doesn't mean he won, bro. You can at least argue Captain America won against Iron Man, but you can't say Iron Man won against Winter Soldier, bro. He beamed his arm off. He had blood all over his face on the ground, like unconscious for a good minute. He just grabbed his leg and distracted him. That's why Captain America lost. I do think Iron Man is he could beat both of them. I think he won that fight, but it's whatever. That could be debated. Black Panther, best intro to the MCU. That was such a cool opening. Like, the way he like slid in, and like, I need to search this up. Okay, so this is Black Panther's first time introduced with the suit on, though, because Chadwick Boseman was in the movie before, obviously, but this is his first time getting introduced with the suit on. Look, grabbing the thing right. Boom, Black Panther. And it's tough because the way the camera pans, and then the sun is like also there. Like, the shot is so tough. Like, look at the glare. You see the glare of the sun, and like, it's just so fire, bro. Look at the glare, and then like, he's just there with like the balls and shit. Boom. Nice, bro. This is like, Marvel is so good, bro. Also, the highway scene. I think it was a chase scene where he was chasing Captain America was chasing him, and he was chasing Bucky, and then Sam. Like, it was so tough. And the final fight with Iron Man and Captain America, that I do think that this is the best fight in the MCU. For sure, this is the best fight in the MCU. As I said, just because it's not an event film or a crazy event, just because it's not them fighting Thanos doesn't mean it's the best. Just because the villain that has been built up ever since the first Iron Man movie or the first Avengers, and they finally fought him, doesn't mean it's the best. What makes a fight the best is the way it's choreographed. Okay, yeah. What makes a fight good, in general, what makes a fight scene good is the choreograph. It has to have you have to have hands. You have to go crazy. Tension, the amount of emotion that's in it. The way they're fighting too. Like, it can't just be a little brawl. Like, it has to be all out. Like, it's serious. As I said, tension. It has to be crazy. Black Panther versus Bucky. But Black Panther was mad. He was throwing hands. But this is tension. You can tell the difference between Bucky versus Black Panther. Was a normal fight. I know he thought he killed his dad. Bucky didn't actually kill his dad, but he thought he did, and he looked pretty mad, but not as mad as Captain America. I mean, not as mad as Iron Man, bro. Iron Man was like, you could tell the difference between those two fights. So then look at this fight. It's like lagging and shit.
This isn't good. I don't care. He killed my mom.
And then boom, boom. You feel the tension, the music, everything. My laptop's so horrible. Boom! Oh. Boom! Boom! And then this choreograph, let's see. Look at this scene. Look at this scene. Boom, boom. This is my favorite. No, this is my favorite part of the fight. This is my favorite part of the fight. Watch this. When he puts him against the wall, almost takes the arc reactor out. The music and everything, you can feel it. Look, this is a powerful scene, bro. He tries to take the arc reactor out. He's pushing his head against the wall, bro. Look. He's pushing his head against the wall, and then watch what's about to happen. The music. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. That is how you make Marvel. That is what Marvel is about. That is the meaning of Marvel. But but this right here is not the meaning of Marvel. This right here is not the meaning of Marvel. You see how I just showed Captain America and Iron Man fighting with Bucky, the tension, the way it's so sad his parents died. And then this is the same universe as what we just watched, by the way. Keep this in mind. Keep this in mind.
But they still want to know we're making it.
I know my laptop's like actually horrible. Just bear with me, all right?
Well, you are way more fun than my last lawyer. I will kill for you, Megan Thee Stallion. Solid back.
That's in the same universe as what we just watched. Fire. This is in the same universe as She-Hulk, by the way. Like, bro, come on. Like the end. Like, I really hope Marvel doesn't ever go back to that piece of slop that we were literally getting force fed. Okay, and I did take that from Tyrone Magnus, bro. He's funny, bro. Yeah. You hear the beat and everything.
Fun isn't something.
Tough. Like, Marvel is so far. I really just hope we don't go back to this. At least the top 40, the last 40, or like the last 50 that we have, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. I don't know how to. I'm retarded. Okay, so the bottom 10 is what we don't need. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is horrible, but I would rather have whatever is above these than whatever this is. Miss Marvel wasn't even that bad. I think I'm over exaggerating, but at least starting from like Secret Invasion, that's where we get horrible. Eternals, I'm pretty sure wasn't bad. Captain Marvel, I'm pretty sure was hated only because the actor, though. I'm pretty sure the plot and story wasn't even bad. It was a normal story. As I said, origin stories are good, but the actor was like annoying. But She-Hulk, we don't need to go back to that. Like, this shouldn't even be on the list. I wish there was like a trash bin and I could just forget these exist. Like, honestly, bro, I don't know, bro. But that was my list of Marvel movies. If you disagree, good. I want you to disagree. I want you to go in the comments and I want to have a discussion. I want you to comment what's like your list, bro. Obviously, don't comment your top 50. I don't even know if you can do that on YouTube, but at least comment your top 5 on the list and your bottom 5 of all time, bro. Shows and movies. I want to have a discussion. I love Marvel. I love debating. We can do this all day, bro. Just like the man said. Okay. Avengers: Infinity War, Captain America, top 5, bro. This is my favorite. We're gonna keep doing Doomsday News too. It's gonna keep going. Same with Brand New Days, gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going with the channel. Hopefully we blow up. I love you. I love you guys all. God bless you. It's been a good day today. I might film more. Yo, whatever comes out today, I'm gonna open my laptop. I'm gonna like record the video and we're gonna talk about this. Thank you guys for watching. Captain America: Civil War is the best. Debate with me in the comments. Yo, you comment. Discuss with me. I will see, bro. I do think Captain America: Civil War, or if you say Infinity War, I'm not gonna argue though. If you say Infinity War is the best, I don't even have a problem with that. I do think that's close. I do think it could be the best. It is the best. Like factually, I keep saying this, but factually it is the best. But Civil War is my favorite. Okay. But debate with me, bro. This is my MCU list, bro. This is my MCU list, bro.